Greetings, friends. I wanted to introduce this channel. This is ReWilding Pennsylvania, and I wanted to just sort of introduce the channel a little bit, talk about what this channel is going to be, because this is kind of more of a supplement to my bushcraft channel that I'm going to be working on, and then I'll be most likely focusing the majority of my time into as far as dedicated video making time. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what this channel is. So basically, ReWild Pennsylvania is sort of the name that I came up with because I'm rewilding myself, and I live in Pennsylvania. I know, real creative. The whole point of this channel is to be mostly kind of off the cuff. I'm not going to really do a whole lot of scripting, or really a whole lot of anything. This will be very informal, off the cuff. You know, I'll think of something that I want to talk about, or I'll see something that I want to talk about, and I'll, you know, after I have had the time to, or after I've reached a point where I can do it, I will sit down and talk about it. And that could be, you know, I'm out hiking or whatever, or I'm in, you know, downtown or wherever. I'll make a note. If I have time to do it there, I'll do it there. So you'll end up seeing a lot of footage shot with like my webcam, like this is being shot with right now, or cell phone camera videos. Sometimes I'll be using the nice camera from the bushcraft channel. If I'm out doing content for that channel, I've already got the camera with me, I'll use the nice camera. But the impromptu nature of this channel kind of makes the idea of setting up a whole camera setup and the mic and other stuff and doing it kind of defeats the purpose. So, you know, I'll end up doing a lot of stuff that's sort of like philosophy related. I read a lot of philosophy books. I listen to a lot of philosophy related stuff. So there will end up being lots of philosophy, my own thoughts on things. There will occasionally be, you know, some vlogging about like my own journey in rewilding myself, and as well as some like in my own martial pursuits, stuff like historical martial arts, reenacting. There will sometimes be some reenacting content on here. This isn't going to be like a dedicated channel for any one of those things, but the content, because it doesn't, basically if it doesn't really fit with what I'll be doing at the bushcraft channel, it will probably end up here. So there will end up being everything from talking about my exercising, like I said, rewilding, my martial pursuits, vlogging, all of that stuff. That's basically, it's a vlogging channel. I'll also probably talk a little bit deeper about, you know, transition. I mean, obviously I'm a trans woman, so I'll probably talk a little bit about that. There are a couple of things that will decidedly not be on this channel. Probably the biggest thing is going to be there won't be any talking about politics. Politics is going to be 100% a no-go. I'm not interested in creating flame wars. I'm not really interested in giving people my opinions on current events. It doesn't ever go anywhere good, and it doesn't ever do anything productive. So, that said, there will sometimes be a little bit of philosophy that's related to politics, but it will be more in the vein of like, if I read Machiavelli's The Prince, and talking about like where I think he was coming from with that content. Not that that would necessarily be there, but like I'm not going to talk about the president. I'm not going to talk about, you know, gun rights or trans rights or this rights or that rights. No, that won't be here. This will be probably the more active channel of the two. I foresee Bushcraft channel requiring a little bit more production value. A video like this is as simple as, setting down my laptop or opening up the camera on my phone and hitting record and talking at the camera. So I will probably end up posting a little bit of footage of my competitive shooting up here. I shoot small bore match rifles. I shoot competitively in that. So I'll probably end up putting some, if I get, video up here or talking about more the mental aspects of that. There probably won't be a whole lot of shooting actually posted up here, but I'll probably talk a little bit about what I'm doing and, my own thoughts and journey and in that. This is getting a little rambly. I do want to reiterate, there will not be any real talk of politics here at all. This is a politics-free zone. Oh, and the other thing, you will hear me say, be quiet for a few minutes. Sometimes it's part of just, that comes with the territory of this kind of content. Completely unscripted and, stream of consciousness. Sometimes things just stop streaming. So when things stop streaming, the mouth stops moving. The other thing that I want to kind of preface with is that I will try to respond to as many comments as I can when comments are left. I'll try to give some questions at the end of, whenever I, post videos. I'll try to ask some questions to try and, guide and stimulate discussion and talking and sharing of ideas. I'll try to respond to as many comments as I can, but I wanna avoid sitting here for hours answering comments. I really don't want to sit here and do that. I want to, but I don't have the time to. I don't have the energy, the patience. I'd rather be out doing things, experiencing things, making things, than sitting here and devoting my life to this magic red box with a screen. I just, there's more to life than that. I do talk with my hands a lot too. If that gets distracting, please say something. I'll try to focus on it. But otherwise, I'll talk kind of a little bit about everything. Basically, if it's not bushcraft, it'll probably end up here. So I think that's pretty much it. Over the next few days, I'll be taking some of the videos of my own thoughts that I've put up on my personal YouTube, where I upload, if I take a video with my phone of something I need to show it to someone, I put it on YouTube to be able to just send them a link because it's easier, and YouTube provides a very robust hosting service for that. So I want to kind of separate the two. I want to try to keep my private life private. That seems kind of odd considering, I'm wanting to put so much on YouTube too, but I want to be able to have my own personal source where I can just do without fear of, a commenter seeing something or, a subscriber seeing something that they disagree with or that they don't want to see. I want to try to keep this separate. I want to have, my vlogging channel and then just me. Not everything in my life needs to be on the internet, accessible to everyone. So I'll be taking the stuff that I put up there, I'll be putting it on this channel over the next few days, and trying to kind of get that stuff migrated over, and then kind of go from there. I'm hoping that this channel can kind of officially go live this weekend. So as of next Sunday, I'm planning on mostly going dark for a couple of weeks. Going dark and kind of disconnecting from media a lot. So I'll definitely be posting content after that happens. I'll try to at least film or write. Ideally, I would like to write in a journal my thoughts as I pull myself away from technology and from media and disconnect, so that I can come back to media with a more even mind. Yes. I want to reestablish control, for sure. So I'll also be doing a couple of additional videos coming up talking about what rewilding is to me, and about how I found and came to this whole concept of rewilding, and where I've kind of gone with it so far, where I want to go with it, and stuff like that. That'll probably be before next weekend as well. So anyways, my break is almost up here shortly, so I'm gonna try and get this wrapped up so that I can get it uploading and then get back to it. So I hope this is a channel that a lot of people find useful, find a lot of help from. In time, I will be setting up a Patreon account to try and get some input, some help, that kind of stuff. It'll help with defraying the cost of this. YouTubing is expensive. Testing stuff out, learning new skills is expensive. It can be, as much as this is a skill-focused, as much as bushcraft is a skill-focused hobby, when you buy, for example, a flint and steel and you mess it up, or you this or you that, that stuff just, the cost can add up. Trying to learn how to do stuff, getting the things that you need to be able to learn to do this stuff, good knives, stuff like that. That can be expensive. Video equipment is expensive, can be. So I want to try and set something up to kind of help defray that cost. So anyways, I'm gonna end this here, I guess, and get to it. So I hope that this is enjoyable for you guys, that you guys find this stuff useful, and yeah, subscribe and keep an eye on the channel. Thanks.